Dip in your hip and glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Hello, and welcome to the Otters Den. Hi, Joni.
Hello, Otters Den family.
How you doing?
Rift Nation.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. You are blanketed in snow.
Yes. Cold, wet, heavy snow.
Snow is very quiet and calming, unless you're shoveling it.
And I was shoveling it. A lot of it.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's Nebraska. I mean, we're used to it. But unfortunately, this time it was so wet that the snowblower would not throw it. So I had to scoop it. 2 driveways, sidewalk, you know.
Two driveways?
Yeah, I got a 3-stall garage. I got a driveway on the north side and a driveway on the east side. And the east one is big.
You know, one time my dad thought it was a good idea to go out and put hot water down.
Oh, no.
To melt. Yeah, my dad did it. And my mom went flying out the door to see her neighbor, and she fell right where it froze. No kidding. My dad said, I'll just throw some hot water on it. It'll melt it.
You can take, it's cold enough, you can take hot water, boiling water outside, throw it in the air, and it's just steam. It cools that quick.
Yeah.
And then it just snows.
Yeah. It's going to be 10 here Saturday.
What's that?
10 degrees here Saturday.
That's cold.
Oh, here's Robert. If I could send some of this 87-degree tropical heat to you, I would.
Oh, it'd be appreciated, man. It would be appreciated.
Please send it up here.
Yeah, we do have more coming down, so I'm going to have to get up early in the morning. That way I can get the truck out if I need to and get to work.
It's going to be 50 here tomorrow with storms and rain and then snow, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of just going across country.
Yeah. I have a snow button in my car, but I'm afraid to use it. I push it and it says snow.
Yeah, I got that on my truck too.
Oh, I don't really know what it does, but
if one tire starts spinning, it adjusts how much power goes to that wheel or to another one to compensate to get that to quit spinning.
Oh.
That way you're moving without just sitting there spinning.
So I need to put it in the snow button if I'm driving on snow.
It'd be a good idea.
Okay. Well, how was your New Year?
Rough. It was rough.
Aw.
Yeah, it was rough. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. mentally, emotionally. Christmas, New Year's, here by myself.
Yeah.
Well, not by myself. I will clarify.
Yeah. You had the baby.
Physically, no other live humans in the home. How's that? Got to clarify. Keep everybody happy.
She's a human.
Well, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was rough. Christmas got postponed due to weather.
Yeah.
New Year's went out for a little bit. Wasn't feeling it, so I came back home, watched TV, had a couple beers, and went to bed. It ain't the same as it used to be.
No.
Amateurs, we call it amateur night. New Year's Eve at the bar is amateur night.
Yes.
You get all the young kids out there power slamming and whatnot. And it just wasn't my cup of tea. I think I knew 3 people in the entire bar. And so I just said, screw it. I came home.
Well, I think sometimes when it's winter and it's Capricorn season, Capricorn is work. Capricorn is work and work. And, sometimes it's, you got to have some fun. It can be, it can be hard.
Uh-huh.
It can be tough. But 2024 looks up. I mean, it does. I think.
That's kind of where I'm at with 2024. Some aspects could be better. Some aspects may not be better. But it's going to be different than 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023.
Right.
It's going to be different. We're going to get some information from the higher ups, and we're going to make some educated decisions because of the information we get from the higher ups.
Uh-oh.
And who to watch on TV if that's your thing, because the Epstein. Oh, did I say that word?
Oh yeah, I've been reading them. I've been reading them.
I haven't looked at it yet. I want to.
But it's nothing that you don't already know.
Yeah. It's just verification.
Yeah. Well, it's court papers. It's not a list. It was from the court transcripts.
Okay.
So, I don't think it's anything that. I think there's going to be a lot of clickbait out there too with it, especially because we've got Mercury and Neptune squaring, and they don't get out of this square. We got another week of it.
Right.
So, oh no, he didn't. Even his brother said that. His brother said, "There's no way. There's just no." And I think everybody knows that. And Mercury squaring Neptune right now is made up stories. It's if somebody's lying to you and you think they're lying to you, they are.
You're gonna know it.
You're gonna know it, and we've got another week of that. So I would be careful with all the newsreels. I'd be careful with what I read. I would research it, and I know you do. You research everything,
and that's something. That's something that hit me during the holidays as well. It was Mercury retrograde, and a lot resurfaced again to look at, to pick through again. And this weekend hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yep.
And I sat on the couch, I watched TV, and I just thought about things. I looked back, this memory came up. I've had so many memories flood back.
Yes.
This weekend. I'm grateful for them. Don't get me wrong. Since I lost 3/4 of them, 5-6 years ago. But I know I'm umming and butting and pausing a lot, but it's not working.
Well, there were a lot of transits that can explain that. Black Moon Lilith is very active right now. And Black Moon Lilith is the primal female energy. And Black Moon Lilith is kind of doing that with, it's kind of like Chiron, the wounded healer. But Black Moon Lilith can really get you. It's almost like gutting a fish. And it's usually with relationships. She's with Venus. It's all about relationships and all that crap. Bring it up.
A lot of what came up this weekend was things from past relationships that I hadn't had closure on. And I'm just like, you dumbass, you don't need closure. You just know. You don't need the verification. You know. That's enough.
It's easier said, oh, close the door and move on. It's easier to say that than to actually do it. It's not that easy.
No, it's not, especially when a door was slammed in your face, no explanation, no verbiage, no dear John text, message, voicemail, no nothing. Just all of a sudden, this person disappears off the face of the earth. You think everything's okay and you're moving forward, and then all of a sudden, they're not here. And that's, you sit here and you wonder, okay, what did I do? What did I do to cause this? I didn't do anything.
That's Venus. That's Black Moon Lilith. It's this week. It's over the weekend and this week. And it's Capricorn. But we have a new moon coming up in just a couple of days.
Yes.
And the new moon is in Capricorn. It's making wonderful transits to get things moving, get things rolling. Mars is in there. Mars is going to push you to do it. Saturn is in there. All of with this new moon in Capricorn, all of the planets are in on it. They're all talking. They're all communicating. Usually we'll have one that's very predominant. They're all talking. They're all working. It's all trines. It's sextiles. Wait till this energy hits you this coming up with the new moon, and you're going to be like, thank you. It's over. I'm not kidding.
I'm hoping.
I know so.
It's been a little rough, just saying.
Yeah, I know so. Scorpios.
We go deep.
Well, of course you do with Pluto.
We go deep.
You do. It's your heart and your soul. And when you give your heart and your soul and you don't have the answers, you will do anything to find the answers.
Not wrong.
And you got to watch false information being communicated right now with that damn Mercury Neptune. Don't believe anything you hear.
Yeah, like Slaw Soul Astrology, one of his posts today. How did he put that? You got to be careful about what you're seeing out there. He said kind of the same thing.
Yes.
Distraction A is to keep you from seeing distraction B, which is keeping you from seeing distraction C, which is what they're actually doing over here on D.
Yeah.
So they're purposely distracting us from their distractions, from the original distraction, to keep us confused and fighting among ourselves, arguing among ourselves, so that we don't see what they're really doing.
That's right.
Sister.
And that's that Neptune. And it's this week. Finally, this week, Mercury starts to move forward. It's been stationary. It's just been sitting there. And that's another thing where it's like, God, you're not getting the right messages. You're not getting the texts. When you're not getting communications like you should.
Mm-hmm.
That's over.
That's pretty much what I did all weekend. I sat.
Yeah.
I didn't have the drive to do much else. I did make myself get up and cut and stand some of the boards for my bathroom. And that helped tremendously. It was getting to the point where I didn't even want to walk into the room because the pink and, the vapor barrier and the insulation and the studs, you walk in, that's what you see. Yeah. And it's been long enough that it was really getting me down. I hadn't got anything done with it. And I finally got some free pallet wood and got enough to get almost 2 walls done. I got the shower wall done. And then about 8 feet, now 7 feet of the window wall. And so now when you walk in, as long as you don't look up, nice pattern
See?
wood wall. It's
Wonderful.
sitting on my throne. It's kind of cozy, and
Oh,
it's a lot
jeez.
better. It's a lot better.
That's a lot of information for us.
Everybody's got a throne.
This new moon is a great one for intentions to set.
Yeah.
What happens is Capricorn is going to be at like 21 degrees. Last time we had a new moon, it was like 20. It was the 2020, the Great Conjunction that spurred and triggered all of the lockdowns. What did you learn from that? Where do you want to move forward in your life?
That's
Where
what I
do you want
learned
to go?
from the lockdowns. That's what I learned.
I mean, where do you want to move forward to? Intention. This is a great one for intentions. You're going to get all the wisdom you need from Saturn. All you got to do is ask the universe
for it.
Ask for it. Ask for a direction. What else is going on with this one? The Sabian symbol means it's a relay race. It's time to pass the baton on. It's relay race. The baton, you may be passing it on, or somebody may be passing you the baton. You've got to trust the universe.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to trust the universe, especially now. It is a great, great time. It really is. I'm excited about this new moon.
Yeah, and your new moon. Yeah, I got a lot of questions too. New moon is the time for ask for new things to come into your life.
Yes.
You set the intention. Okay, this is what I want to come into my life. I'm setting this intention. I'm speaking it into the universe. I'm writing it down on paper, taking it outside, reading it to the moon, sending it to the moon via smoke, light it on fire, burn it. I always keep a copy. That way I can go back and see where I was 6 months ago. What have I changed? It's kind of cool.
It is. It's perfect.
Yeah. And cleaning is great to do on new moon, make room for new things.
Yep.
Yesterday, that's another thing I did. I went through all of my clothes. I had 2 dressers full because I haven't put anything in my closet yet. And I went through and I got rid of quite a bit of stuff that I've had for years, saved from the fire, washed 6, 8 times to get the fire smell out. But even before then, I hadn't worn it for a long time. So I'm donating it. I'm getting rid of it. So I got all my clothes organized in one dresser. So I've got another whole dresser completely empty.
Well, you did a lot. You didn't just lay around. You did a lot.
Yeah, I kind of did actually. So, when I do finally meet somebody and they decide that they want to move in, they got a whole dresser, put their clothes in.
No, you got to give them a dresser and a closet.
Oh yeah, look at half the closet.
No, the whole closet. You can use the other dresser.
Now, some of my clothes hang up, and that's the way it is. And the only place to hang them is in the closet.
You can have a little section.
What sign are you again?
Libra. The Libra. Well, and the thing is, this is all in Capricorn. Everything, Mars is in Capricorn. You will have tasks. It is the goal setter. You will have tasks. You will be able to get it done. Do your budget for the year.
Yeah.
Do things that are Capricorn. Set goal. Capricorn loves goals. I don't like goals. Capricorn loves goals. Saturn loves goals. See, if you would see, we are inching ever so closely. Pluto's moving towards when Pluto hits Aquarius on July 20th. Watch everything that day. The sun and Pluto are going in together. January 20th, 21st is going to be a trigger and a half. You mark my words on that. It's really kind of the initiation to the age of Aquarius.
Yeah.
We're there. Our tippy toe, our little baby finger is right into the age of Aquarius. That's what the ascension people talk about. That's like, if you in Christianity, Jesus was in the age of Pisces. We're still in the age of Pisces. That's how long we've been in this age.
Yeah.
That's gigantic. It's monumental. July 20th is monumental. Or January. My bad. Shit. January.
Not July? January?
No, I said July. No, January. It's coming up.
January 20th.
My bad. You can already start to see the Aquarius stuff happening if you know what we talk about it all the time. What is Aquarius? It's space. It's rebellion. It's freedom. It's no, I'm not paying attention to your rules. It's it's the people.
Power to the people.
It's the collective. It is no. I'm not doing that. No. I'm standing up and I'm standing in my power. No. That's Aquarius.
And that's a lot of what I really have been working on. Standing in my power, my truth, standing up for myself. And that takes a lot because I never used to. I would cower down, and so I didn't have to be alone.
This is gigantic for Scorpios.
We're having a talk, and if we can't resolve what's going on, I'm alone now.
Well, you're really not alone.
No, I'm not. I've got my friends, my family, so many people on here, my guides, right. My protectors, my pup. I mean, I'm not alone, but you know what I mean by that.
You're lonely. You're not alone, but maybe you could be lonely sometimes.
I am. Right. I do get lonely sometimes. Sometimes I do love being by myself. Notice how I said that, being by myself. But sometimes it does get lonely. I would love to have somebody here to share my life with. Yeah, that'll come when it's time.
Well, put that down on your intentions. This is what I want.
Gonna.
Be specific.
Yes.
No.
Be very specific.
No Geminis. I know you're a Scorpio.
No Geminis. No.
Not a Scorpio.
No Geminis. No. Ain't happening. I don't care if she looks like Farrah Fawcett. Ain't happening.
Farrah Fawcett. Oh, look at this. How cute is this? Is there a song that says the age of Aquarius? Well, Melissa, the fifth dimension. Look, Google that.
Yes, there is.
The fifth dimension.
The age of Aquarius. I know, don't quit my day job.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? That is so funny.
And Linda's got a good point here. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump all over you.
Oh, honey, you didn't.
Yeah, sometimes we can be lonely surrounded by people. That is absolutely correct. The worst kind of lonely is when you are in a relationship sitting next to your partner and you are lonely.
I've been in those.
I have too.
Wouldn't you rather be alone and lonely than with somebody and lonely? I would.
Yeah.
Put it in your intent. This is a very powerful time right now. Very, very, and very, very powerful.
Yes.
Rhonda asked about her birthday is on the full moon. And does that, well, that just, Rhonda, it depends. It depends on your natal chart, on where the full moon is aspecting your actual chart. So it's very powerful.
You got to look at your aspects.
Yeah, your natal chart. We got to look at your natal chart and find out where that full moon is triggering or activating. January 20th is a very powerful time. Look for where Pluto is in your chart. If you're an Aries rising, it will be going into your 11th house. Your 11th house is your friends. It's your social life. It's your acquaintances. It's the rewards that you earn from working very hard in the 10th house. So get ready for some rewards, Keith, because you've earned it.
You know what? I'm just going to say this. You're damn right I have.
That's right.
I have worked my ass off for the past 6 years trying to better myself.
You have. So accept the rewards.
Still in survival mode to this day. But look at what I've accomplished.
That's right. You have to look in your chart at where Aquarius is. So I just know, because I'm an Aries rising runner, that's going to be very powerful for you. Very powerful. Aries is right now in the North Node of Destiny. So anybody that anything Aries in your chart, you got some very transformative times coming up. But look and find out where Aries is, or my bad, Aquarius is in your chart, and that's where Pluto's going to go.
Made my note.
It's in your 11th house, I think. Yeah, your 11th house.
Okay.
Because we're both Aries rising. So it's in the 11th house. It will
imagine that.
It goes in and it transforms. It's like, okay, here I am. What isn't working for you?
There's a lot not working for me.
I'm gonna blow it up.
I like big booms, just saying. and it ain't like I ain't been dealt some big booms before. So let's rock it.
Are the stars reversed? Being on the southern hemisphere, are the stars reversed like the seasons? No.
Mm-mm.
Fixed stars, no. Fixed stars, no. But if you're southern, Robert, are you saying southern hemisphere like in Florida? I'm pretty.
Florida's in the northern hemisphere.
Fixed stars don't move. But when we go into this Aquarian energy, Australia, yeah, maybe. You know what? My mentor is Australian. She is my forensic astrologer that I've learned everything from. Kirsty, she's in Australia. So I'll find out. So
I don't believe they are. I believe they see different stars than we do because of the rotation and, the orbits and everything, but I don't believe they're reversed.
Right.
I'm not sure, though. I could be wrong.
Well, for example, in April, the total solar eclipse that we've got is hitting, it's hitting a lot, but it's basically hitting the United States. But we have had a lot of eclipses where it hits Australia, where we don't get the hit as much.
Yeah, speaking of eclipses, we're going to want to keep an eye on ourselves during these eclipses.
Yes, that's very, and I'm glad you brought that up, because 30 to 40, we're getting into that area of time, February, March, where April the 8th is the big boss eclipse of this year. That's the one that's in Aries.
What's up?
It's crossing at Eagle Pass, Texas. I've already looked at it.
Right down by what?
Yeah.
The border.
That's our trigger. If you are in that area, heads up.
Pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah. It's actually coming up. It's almost it's going like up into Indiana, up past Cincinnati, and it's barely reaching out to Washington D.C. too.
False flag just popped in my head.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of that, but this is I'll give you something else too with the new moon. But watch, because the eclipse energy will start within about 30 days. It starts to build, and you can start to feel it.
Yeah, just like the new moon and the full moon. It starts about a week before for some, 3 days before, for some, and then it lasts for three days, a week after.
Easy.
It's like in music, a crescendo, and then the other one. That goes down. I don't remember what the name is.
Everything in astrology is in cycles. It's all in cycles.
Yes.
And time frames.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
And so, we've got a lot of it coming up. We've got a lot of huge transits.
Eclipses will clip things right out of your life in front of your nose, and they will bring other things into your life spontaneously that make you smile. Either way, let it be. Process it, accept it, and let it go, or bring it in.
You just roll with eclipse energy. You just roll with it. You don't get your crystals out. You don't do shit, because you just allow it. You just have faith.
Yeah, don't fight it.
You can't fight any of this. They're not. The thing that I don't like about this new moon, it's a very good new moon on what we call a mundane astrology front, which is world events. I use a fixed star called Castor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's a murderous, malefic star that I use on the missing or homicide charts. We want to find out if the demon star Algol, Castor, Sheet, there's a couple of them that I use. Castor is very active on this new moon that's coming up in Capricorn. What does Capricorn represent? Governments. So watch the news cycles as well with this Castor in there. Castor is a malefic.
Yeah, and do your own homework on what the news puts out.
Uranus is in there too, so it can be a very shocking, unexpected. Castor is not friendly.
Very, very shocking. Speaking of Uranus, like when all of a sudden you're sitting there and then you got to poop now. It's very shocking. Uranus, dad joke. Sorry. Yeah,
yeah, it's true. It's true. I get what you're saying. It's true. It's true. Expect the unexpected with this new moon on the world front. Castor's a nasty star. But with the fixed stars, there are a couple of charts of famous people you can see where they were given choices. Mm-hmm. Where there's a fixed star called Aldebaran. And I mean, you can either go that way or that way. If you choose that way, you're screwed. If that we're given choices in life, in incarnations.
Every day we were given choices.
Yes.
And we create our own life based on the choices we make.
Yeah.
We create our life by our choices.
It won't affect us like on a personal level, but it will on the mundane level. It's going to be interesting.
And speaking of choices that we make, we may make a choice, and later on down the road, that choice turns out to be the wrong one. But was it? Was it the wrong one? Did you learn something? Did you grow from it? Then it may have been the correct one. Just saying. If we can learn and grow from a situation, even though we deem it negative when it happens, you can turn that into a positive thing and make a better decision the next time something like that comes around.
Aquarius will be hitting in the 7th house for me. Pluto going into Aquarius, hitting the 7th house is relationships, it's partnerships, it's could be friendships, it's associations, it could be that transformation of relationships.
The cosmic +1.
New friendships. Pluto doesn't have to be a negative energy. If Pluto hits that house and everything's going great, transformation can also mean for the better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes things have to be torn down in order to find new building materials and make room for something new to be built.
It could be a situation where you have children and you're like an empty nester, right? And it hits during that time. And well, now we can go on vacations together. It's almost like a second marriage. You know what I mean? Like your marriage,
yes. Yes.
So, I mean, there's a lot of transformative things that can happen.
Not wrong.
And with, Aquarian energy is the future. It's space, it's UFOs, it's aliens, it's science, it's new medications, it's new
technology,
it's astrology.
Mm-hmm.
It's astrology. I mean, I could go for 3 weeks and nobody would call and say, oh, can you do this missing persons case? Yesterday I got 3. So you can see where Pluto's going to hit and transform astrology.
Yes.
Aquarius. 5th house is what we enjoy. It's sports. It's things that we love. It's sexual relationships. It's children. I know. It's love life. It's not relationships or marriages, but 5th house is affairs. It's love life. It's
recreation, expression.
It's what we enjoy. It's the Leo rules the 5th house, so it's all things with the heart. It's sports. It's recreation. It's going out. It's having fun. The 5th house is a fun house.
That's something I need to do more of. Get out of the house and enjoy myself a little bit. In the winter, it's kind of difficult for me in a small town because there ain't to do.
Right.
Go to the bar.
Well, and then you wonder why, people do get the blues in January. But remember, we're pretty well past the time when it's going to start getting lighter.
Yes.
It's going to be so dark at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. There's nothing worse than driving home from work and it's dark.
Yeah, going to work in the dark, coming home in the dark.
Yeah.
You're inside all day, so you don't get to see any sunshine.
Right.
And it really hits me pretty hard.
I think it hits a lot of people. Winter blues are hard.
That's awesome, Linda.
I think winter blues, and that's sweet.
It is. That made me smile. Thank you for that.
I think that's wonderful. See, it's those little things, but we're in Capricorn season. It's the time to set your goals. This is the time. If you're not going to do any new moon intentions all year, this is the one that you want the universe to help you with, because that Capricorn energy will get you through it, and you'll get it done.
Let's go. Let's roll.
You don't want to. You got to watch what energy is in what the new moon energy is. When it's Capricorn, you're going to get shit done, irregardless. A new business adventure. It's really, look at the Capricorn, where the Capricorn hits on your chart, and that's where the energy can be really revitalized. 10th house for you. See, I know all this.
You got my chart memorized or something?
No, I'm an Aries rising.
That's
It's in your 10th house. Rhonda, winter blues hit me hard as well. I think it, do projects, work on things, use this Capricorn energy wisely.
10th house of popularity. 10th house also governs public image, professional aspirations, and career achievements.
It's your job, it's your career.
Maybe you'll get to make that second movie.
Well, did you enjoy it?
I had a blast making the first one. I really did.
I would wonder, it would be weird to see a movie, but then put that in your intentions.
I'm going to.
And make your intentions big. If you want in your career that second movie opportunity, put it on there.
I've been looking into it. The only thing is, Nebraska doesn't give any tax breaks to the filming corporations. Therefore, they go to the states that do.
Yeah, they go to Ohio. They go to Cincinnati a lot.
Yeah. And that's something that me and Tommy Bull were going to work on right before he passed. He's a Hollywood director. And maybe I need to start looking into that again, getting hold of my congressmen and my senators and see if maybe me and Cheryl, because I remember Cheryl was going to help with that too, and we all just got sidetracked.
What would the movie be about?
It would be the sequel to my first one.
Okay, what was the first movie?
1 in 6 million. Hang on.
Okay, I'm not a movie person. Well, I'm not a movie person. What?
1 in 6 million. That's my pretty mug right there. Although in that picture it ain't pretty, but yeah, that's the movie I made.
Well, there you.
I was in it.
So there's a sequel to. Can we watch this movie?
You can get a hold of Cheryl Ann Elliott Fletcher on Facebook. You can message her, and she is selling them. I believe CDs are 10 and DVDs are 15.
Is this the movie you just did at the theater?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is the one that just came out.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, get ready and do it again. Get the sequel together. See, there you go. Linda, is it streaming anywhere? Can we watch it on Netflix?
No, not yet anyway. Hang on, I'm looking for a link.
Is it streaming anywhere? Yeah. Good question, Linda. Linda and I are YouTubers. Is it on YouTube, right, Linda?
No.
Linda and I watch YouTube.
No, it has to be purchased.
Oh, it can't be pirated, Linda.
There we go. Hang on a second. All right, there we go.
1 in 6 million.
I'm going to put her link in the comments. That is the link to Cheryl's page. And if you want a copy, all you got to do is message her, and she will work the details out with you, and you'll get one of them in.
Donna says, is it on Amazon Prime? Yeah, everything's on Amazon Prime.
No, it's not. It's just Cheryl selling the DVDs and the CDs. So that is how we are getting it out at the current moment. It'd be awesome if it was, but
wouldn't that be great if it was on Amazon Prime? That's freaking awesome. Set that intention. Those are the intentions that this new moon will really push you through with this Mars in Capricorn. Saturn, this is a Saturnian moon, which is all business. Get down to business and set these intentions, because I guarantee we want things, we dream, we have goals, we have plans, we do this, but we still have to go out and get them.
Yeah.
We still have to make the necessary steps to reach that goal. For example, I want to write a book. I can't wait to write a book. Well, are you writing a page a night? Or you have to set forth the effort. because the publisher will be there.
That's something I need to do. Is I need to get off my ass.
Yeah.
And start typing.
I mean,
if I don't put my fingers on the keyboard, my book is not going to get written.
So if you want to write a book, then you get a calendar, and every night between 6 and 7, you schedule to write in your book. The universe will help you, but you have to put forth the effort. Writing a book is very difficult. Linda, just all you got to do is say, I want a publisher. One will show. If you've put forth the effort and you put the intention out there and say, get me a publisher, one will show.
I've already got people that want to help edit it. I know people who have already published that are willing to help me.
Publishers edit it for you. That's what they do.
So
they do all of that.
I just got to get it done.
Yeah. No, you have to put forth the effort to sit down and type it out.
Every time I sit down to do that, I have tried several times, something major happens in my life so that I learn more, so that I can add more to the book in a better way. So when it's time, I will sit down and do it.
That's a good intention to set too.
Oh, and that's awesome.
See? Yeah. This is
enough drive and motivation and getting myself to where I'm settled here after getting scammed and building my house to the point where I'm comfortable living in it, and making sure I'm not going to lose a new job that I got, which I'm not. I'm doing pretty good there. So like I said, every time something major happens,
sit down once a week.
Breakup, fire. I lose my house. I have to rebuild my house. Rebuilding my house took a little bit more of an important role than sitting down at the rental and writing a book. I needed my house back.
With AI right now, you could just talk it into your computer.
Yeah, there's several programs out there. Like my nephew, he's legally blind. He uses Dragon Naturally Speaking, I think.
Well, trust me, with this, with the movie situation, if you want to do it with a movie or with a book, or if you just want a nice big garden this year, or if you want to start making candles, or if you want to start teaching a class, or if you want to take a class, this is the excellent time to do so. Not only that, we've got wonderful transits this year with Jupiter. We got the great conjunction with Jupiter and Uranus, and that will push things along. We've really got the transits this year. We really do. Jupiter, Uranus. I think it's a whole new
Jupiter and Doug.
But it's in Taurus. What is Taurus? It's money. It's got to do with the money system. I don't know what else it could be. The food supply. Or the food supply.
That is actually supposed to be a thing this year.
It's been a thing since 2020. I'm over it.
Yeah, I know.
McDonald's will always be open.
God, how did they put it on the radio the other day? With the weather patterns hitting this year, they are not expecting good yields for farmers.
What's winter?
Correct. But after winter comes spring, and that's planting season. Then comes summer, that's growing season. Then comes fall, that's harvest season. So if in spring you plant and it doesn't come up because of the weather, you don't have anything to grow during the summer and nothing to harvest in the winter. Now that's going to affect all kinds of things. Bread. We go out and get bread, right?
Noodles is up here shaking her head. Noodles is even shaking her head at you. She
just don't hoard, but just make sure you got enough to get by for a while.
Well,
It doesn't hurt to take precautions. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But it's
not.
It's supply chain too. Trucking companies, trains. What if they go on strike again? You just need to be prepared and have enough to get by for a little while.
Yeah. Well, the transits this year are not. They're excellent. They're very, very good. I don't know where anybody's coming up with the things that they're coming up with, but I'm not, like I said, we've got that Mercury square Neptune for one more week. God, it's just the fear porn is out of control.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to any of it.
But is it fear mongering? I get the point. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Or is it them giving us hints? Okay, this is going to happen. You need to get ready. Most people don't take the hint. They don't see the hint. They don't hear the hint. They don't feel the hint. And they don't get ready. And then all of a sudden when it hits.
Well, I think the problem that people have is they hear things they don't know who to believe because they're hearing so much. And it's like you said about what Sloth said, what Colby said. What Colby said is you're looking at your left hand because they're hiding the right hand because you can't look at your left foot because the right foot is where you're supposed to be looking. And it's all very strategically done in a Pluto return. This is what happens when you're at 29 degrees of Pluto in Capricorn. You are at the most powerful degrees where it is collapsing quicker than they know how to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, 29 degrees. That is the end of a cycle.
Yep.
And it will be torn down and rebuilt so that it can function correctly.
Correct.
Because our monetary system
returning to her roots.
Yes, our monetary system has not functioned correctly for a long, long time, ever since they took it off the gold standard and switched it to the Federal Reserve, where they just print fiat currency. Right. And look at the inflation we have right now. The news tells you there is no inflation. It's the inflation's lower. No, go to the grocery store.
I know.
Not only look at the prices we're paying now as opposed to 3 years ago, but look at the size of the packages. You're paying more for smaller packages. And it's not just in the grocery stores. It's tools, it's filters, it's brake rotors, it's everything. Clothing. It's everything.
Well,
it's a trickle effect. I don't want to say trickle down, but it's a trickle effect, because what happens here affects this in this industry, affects this industry. So this industry has to raise prices. Well, that affects this industry. So this industry has to raise prices. And in the meantime, the government's blowing up our ass.
Yes.
Telling us, no, there's no inflation.
Do you know when Capricorn went into Pluto, or Pluto went into Capricorn? 2008. This has been occurring. So Pluto moves very slow. We can't, when you have something with Pluto energy, it's not going to hit like Uranus. It starts. 2008 when this started.
Something just popped in my head that makes sense. Our last president, who was evicted from the office, was bringing manufacturing back to this country. He was lowering prices, lowering inflation, and he got evicted, essentially, my opinion. And then everything started coming back up. So we could actually see and understand the new office's processes. And
that's true.
That was like a taste of what could be. But Pluto said, no, not time. We're going to put you over here. We're going to save you for here. We're taking you out of this time, and we're going to put you in this timeline. And now could be the time.
We have to learn lessons. as a collective. And that's mundane astrology. We
Yes.
have to learn the lessons that are put in front of us first. And they can be tough lessons.
Yeah, they can. They can. You know, when you go to the grocery store and spend $200 and have a few sacks to carry in,
Yes,
that's tough.
that's very tough.
You know, it's hard for me to buy enough groceries. I can about imagine what it would be like for like a family of 5.
Can
Holy
you
crap.
imagine? A lot of,
And I'm eating cheap and unhealthy right now, and I don't
you know,
want to.
a lot of big spaghetti, a lot of creative cooking.
Yes.
You know, it's a lot of cutting coupons, but things will look up. 2024 is a very eye-opening year. Like I said, we're hitting the very teeny tiny toe of the age of Aquarius.
Yes.
Very important to be alert.
Let's just not bang that teeny tiny toe on the corner of the coffee table. Okay?
Don't stub the toe.
Let's not break the piggy. Okay? We want to walk through our house without breaking a piggy. Okay?
Lois said for 5 here the last few weeks, it's $250 a week if she's lucky. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
Crazy.
It's
Oh yeah. I spent, with what I made for our dinner, and I just made one item, I spent probably almost $80
yes.
to make enough for everybody.
It's, you know, it's creative. It's creativity. You know, we went through this back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, I know. But
Back in the
set your
70s.
intentions high. Don't make it I want a relationship. Describe what you want
Yeah.
into your
Be
life.
specific.
Specific. Down to, and say, here she is. That's what you need to do. And I mean, not just a relationship, but be specific at what you want.
The qualities.
Yes.
You want a reciprocal relationship where you both put into the relationship in all aspects, emotionally, financially, you know,
Yes.
Cover your bases.
Cover them all. And mark my words on this one. If you're not going to set intentions all year, this is the one you do it.
Yeah, and you can start writing them now. You don't have to write them on the new moon. Just read them on the new moon.
Yes, start them tonight. The new moon, I think, is the 12th. It's either the 11th or the 12th. Lois?
I think it's the 11th.
Is it the 11th? I think it's the 11th. Let me look.
I'm gonna Google.
You gonna Google?
I'm gonna Google. New moon, January 2024 is on the 11th.
There you go, the 11th. So absolutely start writing them out now. You know, you'll find the time. It's a great time to set intentions, and you got the universe at your back.
You're welcome.
You got it at your back. Finish the house. Get your plaster for that. I mean, I could write your intention list. I'll write your whole list.
Yeah, I do have a few things I need to retain for the house, but that may have to wait a little while because I got to get some dental work done. And
yes, put that on your list.
Oh, I'm going to, because $49,000 isn't easy to come up with.
See, and Linda, I have a drawing of what I want my living space to look like. That's perfect. Do a drawing. Do a vision board.
Absolutely.
Have a notebook.
Absolutely.
And think it. Think it. Think it into existence.
Speak it into existence.
Yes.
That's something I noticed this week at work. Me and my coworker, you know, with my boss, you know, he was bitching about some stuff. And all of a sudden, everything turned around and the situation got better. It reversed itself. And we're like, see, you spoke it into existence.
That's right.
And he's like, oh, okay. You know, me and my coworker just laughing at him.
But it's speak it and be, and, you know, believe it.
Yeah, I have thought about that, Donna. just getting myself into the right mind frame.
Yeah.
And with everything I've got going on in my life, I haven't been in the right mind frame. I need to practice. I need to maybe do some readings for friends and family and whatnot. Who knows where that's going to go, but we'll see. It has been in the back of my mind. That's the front of my mind. That's the front of my mind. A little scary is don't go in there. No.
Don't go in the mind of a Scorpio.
Go in.
Never get out. You'll be stuck.
It's amazing.
You'll be stuck in the dungeon of their brain.
Yes. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for popping on.
You will. Well, honey, I'm going to get out of here because I've been talking for 2 hours solid. I got 3 cases to work on. 3. Yep. I mean, they don't come, but here comes Pluto plowing into Aquarius. It's going to be bam, 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 bam.
Yep. We got this.
We got it.
One day at a time.
Have a great week, everybody.
You too.
And I'll talk to you soon, Mr. Keith. Good night, everybody.
Thank you,
guys. I'll see you, hon.
All right. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Later.
Don't work too hard in the snow.
No, but those sidewalks and driveways got to be scooped. So you got to do what you got to do. Hey, thank you, Donna. Thank you for popping in, everybody. And again, if you do want to get a copy of the movie I was in, this is Cheryl's link. Just message her and she'll get you fixed up. The CDs, I think, are 10 and the DVDs are 15. They won't be nice and autographed like that, but it's difficult to get everybody together because we all live in different towns to autograph. We had a session and we had so many, and I think those are gone now, but I got me an autograph one. It starts out a little slow, but it does get better. I promise. Hey, thank you. We try to do what we can to let you all know what's going on up there and how it's going to affect us down here so that we can better plan for what's coming down the pike. That is our intention here. Joni does the astrology. I throw some spirituality into it. And hopefully we get the job done and we help people. That's what we want to do. Hey, Peggy. Yeah, the weather. Everybody be safe. That is very important. And speaking of which, I should probably hop off of here so I can get a couple things done and get ready for bed so I can get to bed a little earlier, to get up a little earlier, to get the truck cleaned off and all that other good stuff. Just taking precautions. It's really fascinating. Astrology doesn't lie. Numbers do not lie. Math does not lie. It's all right there. There's numbers in astrology, math in astrology. It's truth. It's if astrology says it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Maybe not in the way you thought it was going to happen, but it's going to happen. So on that note, Spirit's even telling me to hop off of here. Might hop on a live here in a minute. Don't know. Might go off on some tangents. Don't know. But for tonight, brain injury is hitting hard today. I have the Dane Branch. So thank you all for hopping on. Y'all have a good evening. And we will see you in either 2 weeks with Joni, or maybe, if she's feeling better, a week with somebody who is watching. We'll see. Night all. And I hit the wrong video. Told you, it ain't working.